Oh hey look, I have my own hate mail now. That's neat. Speaking of hate, you guys heard of Hazbin Hotel? The pilot was amazing. The songs were so good. The voice actors were awesome and also not corporate. That was nice. And of course, the head of the project wasn't on enough cocaine to single-handedly take down a rhinoceros. Fast forward 5 years or something and the amount of cocaine in Vivziepop's bloodstream has increased tenfold, which is worrying because I'm not sure that's how much cocaine a human's allowed to eat. Unfortunately, her amazing CEO decisions, or what is she a CEO? I don't know what she is. Regardless, her choices have ended up in a couple of malfunctions regarding the whole Hazbin Hotel process. You see, the animation style became shiny, the old staff got goobered by the show creator, I wonder who that is, because they, for some reason, decided they wanted the Arbiter to voice Husker today, and of course, the project got eaten by Amazon Prime, known for refusing to fund more than 2 animators for the Invincible scenes because they are greedy. Nope, there's no follow-up to that, they're just greedy. But that's okay, because even though all of the other staff have been replaced, at least we still have the original creator, which I would probably argue is the only thing about this pilot that should have changed. I, like many people, have a sincere love for indie shows, Monkey Wrench and Furry Simulator being 2 perfect examples. I also have a severe hatred for creators who put money before their work. So naturally, when I heard Vivzie had thrown those loyal to her in the bin, literally just for money, I went absolutely mental. And no, they weren't replaced because they can't sing, you potato slice. She auto-tuned the entire new cast anyway, which is a moot point because the day this shit show aired, the original cast produced a music video so much better than anything present in the entire of Hazbin Hotel's first season, which by the way will never not be funny. Vivzie took her old staff and simply binned them, all of them from what I can tell. Now, there's a few reasons that she's claimed she did this, all of which are total horseshit by the way. The real reason is simply because she could, and for some reason her fans are defending that as a choice, as if all of her work didn't affect any of the people she hired. You know, the people with families who probably would like to eat bread today, those guys. You know, the people who aren't Keith David and don't live in mansions. Look, she had the money for the cool gamers, so she got the cool gamers. End of story. Who cares what it did to the original cast? They weren't on contract or something, even though I think they were, but apparently it didn't matter. Or the contract changed when Amazon Prime ate the original contract because they eat those sometimes. But even if Vivzie did the recasting for an actual reason, which no, let's break down the changes between season 1 and the pilot. Because I am a really big fan of the pilot, much like I am of Helluva Boss's first season. And by the way, none of this processed grumpy is being directed in any way towards any of Vivzie's staff, old or new. The animators did their jobs really well, even if I do personally prefer the old style. The voice actors are top-notch and probably didn't even know they were replacing anyone when they read their lines. And Amazon's shit. I don't want my hatred of recent Vivziepop decisions confused with spite regarding all of her work. I really like her older work. Her older work is really good. It's part of the reason I'm so grumpy about all of this. I know you can make decent work. You've done it before. I watched you do it. I kept up with it in real time. It's once she became a money-hungry turd burger that things really started changing for the worse. See the latter 2/3 of season 2 and all of Hazbin Hotel season 1. By the way, am I the only one who thinks the entire plotline for Hazbin Hotel makes no goddamn sense? Like, it was originally about reforming sinners, right? Like, that was the whole thing, that was the entire plan. But then Vivzie drank the idiot potion again and decided it was now a political drama about how heaven is secretly super evil and how hell is less evil, even though that's not what hell is. Which, don't get me wrong, that would have been a super interesting plotline if it hadn't been done better 15 times by creators who actually know what they're doing, and you weren't made specifically out of cottage cheese. Sir Pentus is the only dude who gets to do the original arc and transcend into Jesus or whatever, but it's done super sloppily and gets like maybe 2.5 seconds of screen time. And everyone is just kind of like, oh hey look, I guess we can reform the sinners, that's cool. Wasn't a huge thing about the pilot that no one was believing Charlie when she said she could save them all, and now there's proof that anyone can just escape hell now and nobody gives a a shit. Like, what? Don't you guys not want to be in pain anymore? Isn't that the whole point of them doing this? By the way, I forget what he does to become a good doggo and ascend into space, but I'm pretty sure he spent his entire life murdering people. So how exactly do you outbalance that by using a broom to clean up, like, dog shit off the patio? To be fair, it's been ages since I slept through season 1 of this show, so I can't really remember what happened regarding that. So I'm sure it's absolute nonsense like the rest of everything they do. I sure hope they don't spend that entire episode focusing on, oh my god, guys, look, Charlie has a dad the whole time. Wasn't he super abusive? We threw that plotline away because we needed fan service. Who cares what it means for people who actually have abusive relationships? We don't worry about that. We need more money. Just forgive the parents immediately. It's fine. Oh, and they also wedged Husker and Angel Dust into a relationship because of course they fucking did. Oh, and don't get me started at the whole yassifying that one relationship that he had with his abusive ex or like his pimp or something. Don't even get me started. That's just genuinely disgusting. But they had to sell merch, so it's fine. I'm not being funny, but there is no way that anyone at Vivziepop.com thought that this was a good idea. The Husker and Angel Dust thing is just stupid, by the way. It's one of those, they hate each other, but then they find out they love each other because they aren't so different after all cliches. And Vivzi, look, I know that your default mode is half-assed, but I'm starting to think that that is your only fucking setting. This is the laziest plot thread I've ever seen, and remember, I've seen your other work, so holy shit is that saying a lot. Yeah, the positives of season 2 were none. Vivzi, it's okay to suck absolute balls at making a show. I do it all the time, oh no. But it's not okay to be an asshole about it. Don't fire your original animation team when they've done this for you. Don't fire your original voice actors when they've done this for you. And don't use the power of getting more money to magically transform yourself into processed horse piss. How the fuck do I have to explain this to a woman who has way more money than me? It is extremely simple. But what do you think, dear viewers? Do you still enjoy Hazbin Hotel regardless of Vivzi's garbage business practices? And what do you think of all the changes? Are the new voice actors better? How about the animation? I mean, it arguably is. What about the new plotline? No. I'd love to hear what everyone thinks about this series in the comments below, especially compared to how everyone thinks about Hazbin Hotel. This is Hazbin Hotel. I met helluva boss. In my defense, university has destroyed my brain cells, which is also where I've been for like the last 3 weeks. It's why my upload schedule is kind of buggered. I know a lot of people have been asking for a video on Hazbin Hotel for quite a while, and there'll be plenty more coming shortly. So I do appreciate everyone's patience, and I hope the videos I'm still making are of decent quality, regardless of the fact that I might have to rush a couple because I've got like uni in order to get a real job, but real jobs are spooky, so maybe I should just become a full-time YouTube human, but I'd need way more monies for that. But regardless of all of that nonsense, I really do appreciate you sticking with me, and I will see you all again in about 2 to 3 weeks.